can't play with us. See where this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Wait!
Pick it up, kid. Kill.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a give, right side. Lindsay, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsay, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Switch.
Hey, Monday. 3 wide.
58, boy, 58.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Behind, Jeff, wait! Hey, Wahoo! That's what I do. Gun.
Here's Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. He gets away from one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Red! Hey, high 7!
Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Alert, 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 alert!
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Blue, blue, blue.
Safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On third down, they go Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 52. Hey, 18, 18, 18.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now, after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
You're over here, you're over here.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done.
The Belver went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And some space here. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Monday. 80. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Gun.
Passing play, Flacco under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that.
Go red.
57's the Mike. Lock 57. Blue there. Blue there.
Go.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
To try again after the sack. Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, 77 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They run. This is Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Hey, alert. 43. Mike's 43. I'm scared. 43 is the Mike, boys.
Hey, Charlie.
Check, 43.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Ooh, the juke. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check pass. Check pass. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 40. Alert, 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 alert.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, orbit.
Mike 36. Mike 36. I'm going to run you over.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field, G. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch 36. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We coming all day.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past 1 man. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch 30 seconds.
On first down, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. I got him. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Yep.
Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here I come. Here I come.
Blue.
Hey, Delta. Watch 36. 36 the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Von Miller gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And take it right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
On first down, Lindsey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Lindsey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's
that expression they like to use in the NFL. Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Hey, exit. Mike 57.
From the gun, Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Another run by Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, Echo.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 43 is the mic.
Ran. Hey, zoom.
43 is the mic.
Now Trubisky on first down. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
43 is the mic. Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
18. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. 65.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, high 7.
36 the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Hey, watch the slant. Watch 36. 36 the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Blue.
43 is the mic. Crunch time.
5.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Hey, 18.
43.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Trubisky will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Hey, Haywood!
58 to Mike.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check nickel.
Good move.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 77 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Check.
Monday. Roger, 5-0. Hey, Foxtrot.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Flacco. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Cohen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
57 month. Quit talking about it.
Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And taken right on the 30. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Show him that. Show him that. No. Off. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Alert 3. Alert 3. He's coming. We got double up. Sponge. No.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's into the clear. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 67 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's Lindsay. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A gain of 3, second down. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Check. General West. Getting hot, set, wait. 57. Mike, 50. Hey, Charlie.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check three. Check. Check. Crunch. Watch out.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Broncos 3.
He's coming in motion. Hey, hey, hey.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
The trot, Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordell Patterson, 47 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Down on the right, down on the right. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, it's Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. On third down, Lindsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, Freeman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. He finds Riddick complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a carry for Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 25 yards to the house, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Now Cohen. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
40. I got it. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Out. 3 down. Out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. 18.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
43 is the mic. Here we go. Switch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, alert 3.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Alert. Hey, check 24. Alert. Mike's 43. 43. Hey, seam 6. Steve 6. Hey, ball. 23 is the mic. Hey, keep it up. Bravo. Man, up. 43 is the mic. 43.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
43 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Jim. Ran, up.
Again, it's Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Check 50. Kill.
On third down, Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now it's Flacco. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 43.
And he coughed it up. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Bears 16.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty...
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
43's the mic, boy. 43. Hey, exit. 43. Push him back. Push him back. 43 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Ran, touch. 43 is the mic. 3. Alert. Kill. Hey, Alpha. Wide motion. 43 is the mic.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
What do you want? 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Ran. Let's see what you got. 43 is the mic. Alert. Under crunch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Monday! Hey, echo!
50 gun. Hurry up. Hey,
To pass, Flacco. The completion to Riddick. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to take this down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it up, 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
43 the mark.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's make it.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Cordero Patterson, the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go! Let's go!
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give running right, Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.